Today's video is going to be for my solo / seldom raiding players. Today guys, I'm going to be making a video on the Deepstone Crypt and how to get all of the raid chests within it completely solo every single week. There's 2 per character, 3 characters, which means 6 chests that you can open every single weekly reset. Now, the only raid gear that you're gonna get from the Deepstone Crypt is actually gonna be mods, but you also get a raid currency from these chests known as Spoils of Conquest. These can be used to actually buy Anarchy from the Monument to Lost Lights, Acrius, as well as Teraba. For those guys that don't raid all that often and you want an easy source of Spoils of Conquest, today's video is for you. I'm gonna be doing the gameplay today on a Titan, but honestly you can do it on any character that you want. If you are running it on Hunter though, I do recommend that you use Stompies because we will be doing a little bit of out of map gymnastics. I went ahead and cleared the majority of the enemies in this first little area. Just gonna finish off. And then whenever we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and go in right here. Now the first encounter for this raid is gonna be the Frostbite encounter with the snowstorm and everything like that. There's gonna be a bunch of heat bubbles and everything, so I'm just gonna show all of the gameplay to give you guys a route that I can take so you guys can follow me step for step, or sparrow for sparrow, or however you want to say it. But this is the Desolation encounter, and all you really got to do is just ride all the way to the end. Now for those guys that do not know, there is a bit of a cheese for this encounter that we're going to be doing today, where you just park your sparrow on the outside of these heat bubbles and basically get on it. There's a mechanic called Frostbite, which can essentially kill you if you're in the snow for too long, but honestly you just want to sit here, make sure that you're getting that debuff, get inside the bubble to make sure that you're no longer getting it, and then get on your sparrow and you'll no longer have the debuff. So basically all you guys got to do is just follow me right down this mountain and we're gonna make it to the end. The first chest is right at the end of this encounter and it's by far the easiest, but then again the second chest that I'm going to show you guys is pretty easy as well. It just requires a little bit more effort. Now using this whole Frostbite method, do keep in mind that you do not need to kill any of the enemies that we go across. These enemies right here, they're only going to be spawning by the heat bubbles, so because you don't need to get rid of Frostbite because we're doing the cheese, you don't even need to go near them. If Frostbite however does get fixed sometime in the future, I guess what I can do is show you guys a little bit of a map of what this area looks like, and you'll just need to go pretty slow through it, just killing the enemies to make sure that you're good to go, or just make sure that you don't get blown off your sparrow. But I honestly don't think Bungie's going to end up fixing it, but if they do, I just wanted to show you that to you guys just in case. I'm gonna go ahead and climb up this little area right here. You definitely don't have to do it, but I just think it's kind of fun. And right through these walls right here, we're gonna make our way to the final part of this encounter, where you're gonna see this fallen skiff and a bunch of brigs. Now that we're here, this little area, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a bubble so I don't like die. That little area over there, that's the door to end off this encounter. Again, you do not need to kill any of the enemies that you come across to actually leave this encounter. All we're going to do is run away from that and go off to this little side area. And this is going to lead us on over to the first chest. We're just going to jump on over to the side into this little chasm right here. And the first chest is going to be right here. We can go and open it up, get our loot, and you will see that we got a trustee as well as Spoils of Conquest. If you've never done the raid before, all you're going to end up getting is a raid mod as well as the spoils. But then again, if you don't raid all that often, you probably don't have your hands on Anarchy, and this guide right here is absolutely perfect for it. Being able to get 60 a week by literally doing just this guide across all your characters will mean that you will have Anarchy in literally no time, comparatively if you just weren't raiding at all and just not getting spoils whatsoever. I do however recommend, if you are watching this guide and you are a solo player while we go to this next encounter, I definitely recommend that, you know, you raid. Raiding is some of the most fun in Destiny. It's some of the best content that is in the game, and I get it, you know, you may not want to LFG, you don't have people to play with or yada yada, but I promise you, man, definitely try to get into raiding if you are able. It's the reason that I even play this game to begin with. It's some of the best content Destiny has, and I highly recommend that you do at least give it a try. But here we are, we're coming up on the Deepstone Crypt, and just follow me, especially if you've never done this raid before and never even stepped foot in it. Just follow the exact same path that I take. We're gonna go through the entrance, go into this door to the right, and there's gonna be one more door that we need to enter into until we're at the first encounter. And this first encounter is where we are then going to go and get the second chest. So here we are at the first encounter. One thing that I do recommend you do if you're not all that good at parkour is to place a raid banner and make sure that you do have a sword, as it can help you. I don't necessarily think it's entirely necessary, but I would bring a sword just in case, as it does help with a lot of the parkour elements. Basically all we're going to do is we're going to go down to this lower level right here, and there is a wall in particular that does not at all follow the laws of physics, which is right here, and you can quite literally just walk on through it and get to this little notch in the ground right here. All you're gonna do is just jump up here and follow me on to this path. Basically, we're gonna be going to the, not really next encounter, but just the next area in particular, and you'll see it pop up in the bottom left of the screen, and then you'll know that you did it properly. But we're gonna wait for it to say that. There it is, clarity control, and just follow me on over to this left side. We're just gonna walk over here to the next set of pipes, jump on over to this green pipe, and the goal here is to just climb these pipes all the way into space. So we're gonna jump onto these little side areas to kind of give us another boost in height, use the sword to kind of climb our way up. There's a little notch right there, as you can probably see, that I'm just standing on, or was just standing on. You will need to jump whenever you get to it and just keep swinging to get above it. If you are trying to get up there and you're curious why you're getting stuck, that would be why. And we're just gonna do the exact same thing right here. There's that little black notch, jump over it, and we're good to go. So now we're gonna hop on over to the top part up here, and we're gonna jump right here. Once we're here, we're gonna go over here. Now that we're here, we're now in space. Fun fact, all you had to do was climb a couple pipes, and now you were in the atmosphere of the moon of Europa. So it's a pretty interesting thing there. Bungie definitely had a lot of magic going on with this raid to kind of hide the fact that we're only a pipe's distance away from the literal atmosphere. But now that we're at the top, this is where the second raid chest is going to be at. So all we're really gonna do is we're gonna make our way on over, and we're just gonna jump down onto these little ledges right here. The ground is gonna glitch out a little bit, but just land right here, and we're going to be landing on that one over there. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump on over, make sure that we fly on over the best that we can. Do keep in mind that there is a lot of geometry here, so even though I didn't make it, I did not follow my death. What we're gonna do is we are gonna walk alongside this little white line right here until we get around here towards the end, and just jump and go off to the side, and you'll be able to see there's a little wall right there. This one's open. This is where we literally just came from right here. And once we've done that, we're gonna walk alongside this area, crouch down, and we are gonna fall right through the ground. Once we're here, we can then backtrack all the way back to the chest, and that is actually going to be the second chest. Really, really easy. You can do this on Warlock, you can do this on Titan, you can do this on Hunter. I've done it on all my characters just to make sure. I don't want to show a bunch of gameplay and make this like a 30-minute video, or whatever, try to stretch out the watch time. But I promise you, no matter what class you do play, you can do this on all of your characters. Absolutely no problem. The only thing that I do suggest is that for this little part that we're doing right now, or that we were doing, that you do bring a sword. Make sure you have a little bit of ammo in it, and then you should be good to go. All we're gonna do right now is just drop on down, and here we are at the chest that you saw in the thumbnail. We're gonna open it on up, and there you go, a Legacy's Oath helmet as well as Spoils of Conquest. So if you've done the raid a couple times and you want to get yourself some free loot if you're not going to be raiding for that week, or if you just don't raid in general and you want Spoils of Conquest for that sweet Anarchy, Teraba, Acreus action, then I hope that this guide right here was able to help you guys out. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. That is going to be it for me in today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy this guide. I hope it was straight and to the point. And yeah, guys, let me know what you all think. Please leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys next time.